But I tell you what, this is a story that began about 4 months ago. Yes, that short of a period of time is it possible, and I believe even less so. And it just came out of a conversation with a dear friend who's a #1 bestseller, and he said to me, "Anna, you must write your story." And in that moment I said, yeah, but how? I have no idea, I've never considered myself much of a writer. I don't have the time. I'm very busy. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to intend it, and I'll let the how show up. And I so happened through my network to come across Laura. And for me, it was just my gut feeling straight away. I just knew this had to happen. I had to take that leap of faith, For me, it was about trusting somebody that really I didn't know. I didn't know Laura from Adam. And for me to invest time and money in something like this, at the end of the day, I said to myself, you know what? You either trust yourself or you don't. You're either fooling or you're not. So next thing it was just the most simple thing, by the way. Working with Laura is the most simple thing, drama-less thing, because I know how to do drama.
For anyone out there that is thinking, contemplating, wondering how it can happen about publishing your own book, you've come to the right place. Laura, Helen, and Forever Family, Forever Free, 831 Designs are absolutely hands down one of the best sources to publish your book out there. They are not only going to publish your book, they're going to work with you through the tough times, through the times of self-doubt. They're going to coach you through the entire process, as well as helping you with the launch of it, the marketing afterwards, and after the book's released, it doesn't stop there.
Also want to say that she has made the whole process, it seems so easy and quite simple, because she's not overwhelming with all the complete things I need to do. She's letting me know one thing at a time, so one stage at a time. I only need to focus on what I need to do now for this stage. So the whole process, really seems for the past few months, and now thinking back, I can't really remember, but it seems just so simple and so easy. She said, get this done and do that, and I will just do it. So follow her simple tasks, and she made it so simple and so easy to get your book published. And she said everyone has a story to tell, so please write your book and get in touch with her.
Working together actually on a couple of my books here, and I know there's a lot of different companies out there doing, I guess you'd say similar things, but when it comes down to it, it's a lot different. And when I spoke with Laura Helen for the first time, I asked her that question. I said, well, what makes you different? And honestly, about 2 minutes into the conversation, it was 100% evident that she cares. That she completely cares, and that she also dives in completely and invests herself and her team into your project. So it's not just something to where, you're getting a book done. You're getting an experience. That's really what I found, and honestly what I've experienced throughout my journey with Laura Helen. We're about to launch my first book, the one of two that we're working on right now. And it's just been excellent. She asks the right questions. She asks questions that I've never even thought of myself. She has suggestions of things to add in that I never would have thought of myself. And that's really what I was looking for. I was looking for a coach to bring me through and actually make this into an experience.
Wonderful journey working together with you, Laura. It has been so good. I didn't know that it was possible creating a book until I met you. This has been a big dream in my life, creating a book, and you have been so courageous, you have been so brave, you have been so, how do you call it when people are just like calm and they cheer on you and they motivate you to come up with the best version of you for creating the book? That's what you have been doing. You have been like helping me get the best information out for these target group of mine, which I'm doing the book for. So I'm so grateful for the process. I'm so grateful for your patience of working me through this book, because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to do it. And the way you helped me create the book, it has been awesome. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to create more books. And thanks to you guys, I now know that by every time, whenever I want, wherever I am in the world, I can create this book. And the thing is that I can create the book even though it takes like a couple of months. It's okay you're just patient with me and you just help me create the best version of book from my point of view. So thank you for doing that for me.
So for years I've had the idea of actually writing a book, and always felt I had one inside me to release to the public that could help people. Now, when Laura immediately told me about her product and service, I immediately jumped on the offer. She told me that she could take me from idea to actual release, and I wouldn't have to do any of the hard work. I would give them the information and they would transcribe it and write it for me. So I immediately jumped to this choice, and I'm so glad I did. Because since the process has started, Laura's kept me accountable the entire way, and it's something that should be worth several times the actual price they're charging. So don't wait any longer. Get your idea out in the world and help change some lives.
I never ever in my wildest dreams would ever think I would say what I'm going to say now. But I am Sharon Rosenblum, and a very, very, very proud author of the book, Widowed with Kids. But oh my God, I've transformed from somebody who was living in fear to somebody who is now fearless. And for me to even just do a video like this, I would have never ever done. I'd have had my screen on black, I'd have spoken, but not actually shown me on video. And for me personally, just writing my book, it was a bit like journaling for me. I have moved, honestly, to the other side, and I've gone from being fearful, I've crossed that bridge, to being full of courage. And yeah, and what I will end with, my surname is Rosenblum, and I do believe I am the rose in bloom. And if you're thinking about doing a book with Laura, come out of your head and go with your heart. Because my head always used to say, I can't write a book, I can't write a book. Anyway, Laura, Helen, David, your hubby, who we joke about, has been an immense support to me as well. I love you all and your two beautiful children. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Laura Helen's skill set on storytelling is exceptional. She made the almost impossible possible with a 20-minute phone call conversation. I produced my story with an overnight turnaround. Sensational work. Highly recommended.
What it's like to work with Laura, you wonder? I approached Laura when I was overwhelmed with lots of emotions. I barely could put a sentence together, let alone write a document. Laura offered that safe space. She heard and understood every single point I made, and she summarized everything succinctly. I'll highly recommend Laura. She came to my life like a ray of sunshine. I want to say thank you to her.
Hi, this is Kareem Ramos, and I just wanted to send a personal message to Laura. Laura, you are an amazing person. You're someone that crossed paths with me at the Tony Robbins event at the Business Master in West Palm. We were partners for a week, and I got to know you on a personal level, which was amazing, and hear about your journey. I just want to say that you are definitely an entrepreneur. You have a beautiful heart and a beautiful mind, and you come from a family of people who are striving to become better, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I see you and your family and your daughter traveling the world, and I can see this little girl all over the place, and I'm excited to cross paths with you guys. Thank you for getting my book from Fat Farm to Fat Farm in Tony Robbins' hands. I'm glad he enjoyed it, and I thank you for being a friend to me. Thank you so much, Laura. I really appreciate everything you've done. Continue to change the world and continue to believe in what you believe in, because you're on the right path. Thank you.
I had already been working on a book for 6 years-ish, saying, oh, I'm going to publish it, I'm going to publish it, I'm going to publish it, and kept tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it, and of course, you know, never got it done. It wasn't that long of a book, should have been easy to get out much before that. But anyway, taking Laura's course, really got my momentum going, and I learned so much about the process, different ways of thinking about the book. And so as a result of that course, now I didn't quite finish it in the 30 days. It's kind of a technical book, and I had ended up creating a lot of content in the last year prior to the course on my YouTube channel, and as a part of the course I realized, hey, I've got to add this content to my book. And so in a couple months after the course, I went back and added that material, and went through the course step by step. I took a lot of good notes and ended up completing it a couple months after the course, getting it out on Amazon, and super happy with what I ended up with. Very excited about the cover, which I learned things during the course about how to do that well as the title, and changed the title completely from what I had before. This is a much better title, and the book has ended up really helping support my business in career coaching and finding a job, that sort of thing, and so it's been super helpful. So big shout out to Laura. The course also gave me a lot of other ideas about content that I can put out now, that I understand better how to do it, what the process is, how to even think about it, and so I'm working on several more writing projects that will allow me to get even more content out there. And so
working with Laura was absolutely incredible. Before we met, I never even imagined myself as a book author. She was helping me with writing a chapter in a book with another 40 incredible women. And when I received the first draft of that chapter, I was shocked, absolutely shocked and surprised, because I never realized that my story can be captured in such a beautiful way. So if you don't know how to tell your story, trust Laura. She will literally put your soul's journey on paper.
Hey, what's going on? I wanted to give a quick shout out to Boost Books Business and to Laura Helen and say thank you so much. You know, she's been so helpful in getting my book published, and even after I paid her, she was still there to help me out, there to answer my questions. She picked up the phone, she answered the text message, so it wasn't like, hey, yeah, I'll get the book published for you, I'll help you all the way and answer all your questions, and then you pay me and all of a sudden you don't hear from her. So you want the support, you want the guidance, and you want to get it done. Books Boost Business with Laura Helen. Pasa afuera.
Hello, my name is David Venkatachalam, and this is my amazing martial arts academy. I am a martial arts instructor by trade, and I was introduced to Laura because I have quite a few amazing ideas for books, specifically for children. Now, if you're thinking about doing anything, any kind of book, writing any kind of book, and Laura is on your radar, you need her in your life. You absolutely do need her in your life. She is literally dragging me over the finishing line. As you can imagine, I'm really, really busy with what I do here, but she is also dragging me over the finishing line. I'm so grateful to you, Laura. I really, really am. Now, like I say, make sure she's in your life. She is totally worth the money. Do it now.
Let me introduce you to Laura Helen, the absolute author-making mistress. The woman who can see your story long and far before you do. The woman who can sit with you for 10 minutes and see a roadmap for your success when it comes to telling your ultimate story with authority, love, and without ego. My experience of working with Laura is that this woman has the time, the patience, and the love for every single person to birth their book for them, for their future audience, and for their future clients. Laura takes you on a process, a system and a journey of self-discovery, whereby the story you never knew you needed to tell gets told, gets written down in the annals of history, and then gets repopulated into an asset that you can use for years and years to come. Finding your ideal clients through your story, working with your ideal companies through your journey, and putting yourself onto stages and in front of individuals who you know will take you to where you need to be for the rest of your life. And it all starts with one step. Books Boost Business with Laura Helen, the author, finder, birther and generator, a powerful human being in an incredible organisation.